This episode of the Rep in the State Line podcast with John, George, and Josh is sponsored by Vision Insurance Group. Vision Insurance is one-of-a-kind insurance broker that specializes in every insurance. As a broker, they are able to shop all markets at a blink of an eye. If you are ready to save money with an agent that works with you, give Josh a call. Remember, save money by switching to Josh.
Welcome back. I'm Josh.
I'm George.
And this is the George and Josh show, minus our buddy John. He is not here with us today.
Where's John? What's going on?
I don't know, man. John, I think John's off living the island life, isn't he?
I think so. I think he left us for the week. Unfortunately, we won't get to chat with John this week, but it's all right because when he's gone, we have some fun things in store that we could play in John's absence.
Oh, I'm pretty excited. But before we get to anything John related, George, let's recap your weekend, man. How did it go? What'd you do? What'd you see?
This last week was good. It was a busy week. And, you know, one of the things that I really wanted to highlight that give a shout out to locally is, you know, there's an absolute ton of good breakfast places in town. Swedish Pancake House, a lot of people love that one. A lot of people love Machine Shed. You know, we used to have Egg Harbor Cafe in town. That's gone. Obviously, IHOP and some of the other, there's Gil's Diner. That's pretty popular over on North 2nd. But for me, my go-to whenever somebody asks, where do you want to go to breakfast? Potato Shack. I don't know. Have you ever been to Potato Shack?
I have. It's been a really long time since I've been to Potato Shack. But you wake up early on a Saturday morning and you drive down North 2nd Street past Potato Shack, and it is packed.
And Sundays.
Literally.
Yeah.
And Sundays. I mean, there are cars up and down the road, left and right, out of the Potato Shack. So
it is so good. I don't know what it is about that place. It's the simplicity of their menu. Their food is just home cooking style that you just absolutely love, or the fact that their prices are pretty affordable because they're cash only place. If you ever go there, you got to make sure you bring cash. They have an ATM on the spot because I always forget. But
is there a line for the ATM just like there is to get in?
Pretty much. No, but it's phenomenal food. The owner, Pete, known him for years. He's amazing story behind that restaurant. And his brother George works at that restaurant. And I always joke around with George when we're there. He's always the busboy. He's been there like every time. Those two are there religiously whenever that place is open. It's phenomenal. It's a family-owned place that if you haven't tried it, get out and do it 1,000%. How about you? What was your weekend like, or your week, the last week?
Well, I think we need to make a stop at the Potato Shack, you know, the Three Amigos, and give a review. My weekend was busy. We had our daughter McKenna's baptism on Sunday. So we had my buddy, one of my best friends, Robert Reynolds, shout out Bob, pilot in the Navy. He flew in this weekend so he could be the godfather. So that was pretty exciting. He was able to get some leave for a couple of days, very short-lived. We were able to play some golf on Saturday morning. We played Atwood. We teed off at 8 o'clock in the morning, and man, was it gorgeous. We kind of beat the heat. I hadn't played Atwood in a long time, so I was super excited to play. And the sand traps, it seems like they redid all the sand traps because it was nice, fluffy sand. About 5 or 6 years ago, you'd go play Atwood, and there was just rocks all over the sand trap, right? So you'd almost always take your ball out behind the sand trap, hit over because you're not trying to ruin your clubs. But man, they had that course in great shape. So we did that. Then we hung out with my kids Saturday night. Bob doesn't always get to come in town, so when he does, we always get beefaroo. Shout out beefaroo.
Nice.
It was delicious as always. And then
did you see that beefaroo's gonna franchise now?
Yeah, the franchise out. Yeah, Bob's really hoping they go into Pensacola. So if you're listening to this, the owners of Beefaroo, you have a very loyal customer that would love you in Pensacola. But yeah, Sunday morning, woke up, had a baptism, St. Bridget's Catholic Church. Father Downey was an awesome guy to baptize my daughter. I couldn't have asked for anything else out of it. We were surrounded by all of our friends and family. We went back to my house after that, and I gotta give one real big shout out. It's a Rockford staple. They've been around for a very long time. It's Pins Meats, down there on the west side. I believe it's is it Latham or Fulton, off of Fulton Street. Go down there, show those guys some love. I got an incredible spread. I got 5 pounds of ground chuck. We made like 20 burgers. I got 20 cheese lover brats. We got 20 of their jumbo hot dogs. We got potato salad. We got fruit. We got everything that we needed to be hooked up from them. And it was just an awesome experience. Really good food. You can tell it's super fresh. Everyone at the party just raved about it. So that's my go-to in the summer, grilling out season, right?
Yeah,
go grab you a package of brats, chicken. Then we have weekly specials. I mean, you name it, they have it.
Too many times it's so easy to just go to the grocery store and get meat, but it's not as good. I totally agree. Next time,
2 weeks, it was 2 weeks ago, they had 10-ounce ribeyes on special for like $8.
Wow. Yeah, I actually grilled out this weekend as well, but I didn't even think to go to a place like Pinnins. So I definitely will. Next time we do something where we cook some steaks, for sure. I'm gonna go.
And every Sunday on their Facebook page, they come out with their daily special or the weekly specials, and it runs Sunday to Saturday.
So I'll give you a little thing that I learned this weekend. So I am not a chef by any means. I am no good at cooking. Keep me away from a grill because I will probably undercook it or overcook it. That's just not my thing. So though, over the weekend, grilled out with Ryan Rydell. He popped over and I bought some steaks. We bought some sides and decided to just cook it indoors. And he taught me how to cook a steak indoors. And tell you what, man, that was some of the easiest instructions. And it was absolutely delicious. So if you ever want to cook indoors, here's the steps that I learned. And keep it simple for you. You take the steak, you put it out on a baking sheet, and you put kosher salt, douse it in kosher salt. Let it sit for like 20 minutes, soak in the flavor, and then rinse off your steaks, front and back, and then season them. While you season it, and the only thing we seasoned was garlic powder and pepper. So salt, pepper, garlic powder. That's all that's gone on the steak at this stage. Heat up your some olive oil in a pan, a searing pan. Heat it up super hot, like to the point where that thing will be popping as soon as you put the steaks on. Sear both sides for about 1.5 minutes each, and then throw it in the oven for 6 minutes at 325. It came out like legit the best medium steak. Didn't even have to go outdoors to grill. Even though it's gorgeous out, my grill's been acting up. So we did it indoors, and I tell you, that was not difficult at all. And it was amazing. We did, I want to say it was a ribeye, but I'm not 100% sure. It was either ribeye or
I'm a grill connoisseur.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I grill everything, or I smoke it in my smoker. My wife does all the inside cooking, and I do all the outside cooking. Because there's nothing better on a nice summer day with a cold beverage in your hand, sitting out by the grill, just flipping meat. It is one of my favorite things to do any day of the week during the summer. You can catch me at my grill.
I thoroughly enjoyed sitting in my kitchen with a drink in hand, watching Ryan Rydell cook my meat.
It even says something. It even says something here at the office. We grill maybe once a week here at the office, and I grill all the food. Last week we made. We got a bunch of chicken breasts. So I grilled up chicken breast. We had hot dogs. I mean, we grilled a whole bunch of food, and it was awesome.
'Tis the season, man. It's so awesome. We had one decent week of good weather finally, and it's just so great to be back outdoors. I tell you what. So here's what I think we should do. I think we should play a little game since it's just the two of us, and it's a little quieter this week. It's a little quieter this week because the loudest part of our three amigos isn't here today, Mr. John. So let's play a game of where's John or where's John been. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do, I think this is the way we do it. I'm gonna pull up a picture on the screen here, and we're gonna do one picture at a time, and we're gonna talk about where's John at in the picture first. We gotta find him. Once we find him, a little bit about the event, reminisce a little bit about missing John on this episode. All right, so you got the first one up, as you can see. Oh, okay. So this one is, I see John. Do you see John?
Oh, I see John. Can you spot John? The question is, can you spot John for you listening or watching, and see if you can correlate John in these next pictures that we're about to show you. See if you can correlate the look on his face.
Yeah, John's just sitting there, and he's sitting next to Nathan. It looks like that's Radiance by Roxanne. So that's a chamber. That's a chamber ribbon cutting. Oh, look at that. It's Andy Jones is in that one. Leah. Let's see who else is in there. Obviously, the business owner up front. That's Roxanne.
Hey, I like the guy on the right-hand side, the bald guy on the right-hand side with a nice mustache. It's just very subtle. It's not anything outrageous, but it's just a nice white subtle mustache.
Yep. I see Mike Frank in the back.
Yeah, let's get looking at John here, right?
All right. Got John. Yeah, you guys got to focus on John's face, right?
Focus on John's face.
All right, let's go to picture number 2.
Monotone.
Uh-oh. This is a good one too. So where's John in this picture? Did you find him?
I see John. Do you see John?
See John. Yeah. What I want to know is what is John? Is he licking something off his fingers in that picture?
I think he went for the tater salad, and he's trying to get off of his lip a little bit.
Yeah. So this was at the what was the name?
Women at Work. The Women at Work.
No, Influential Women in Business. IWIB.
Influential Women in Business. Exactly what it is.
Yep, it was the event that we held, and it's always every year at the Eclipse. I think it's called the Eclipse Center up in Beloit.
Yeah,
so that's where this picture's at. I remember.
Awesome. The best part about this photo is, what's the conversation you think Ryan Monette with Savant and Pillar
with light? Yeah, that's a good one. They're very engaged.
Do you think they're talking about JB cleaning the potato salad off of his lips?
Could be. Could very well be.
Do you see that potato salad? Dude, I see it. See?
All right, let's move to picture 3. You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, this is a classic. This is one of my favorite events that we did at the Chamber last year.
It was one of the first events we were able to all be together without COVID restrictions, right?
Yeah.
We finally were able to get outside in nice weather and do something.
So I got a great story on this one. So what you're witnessing here, there's John. John's got some sunglasses. So he's hiding a little bit in this one.
No, those aren't sunglasses. Those aren't sunglasses. Those are 100%. No, they're 100% transitionals. Transitional
glasses? Okay. Well,
they are his normal glasses that transition into sunglasses.
Okay. So this is part of the Chamber Games. It was a 5-year anniversary of the Chamber merging, the Roscoe and the Rockton Chamber merging the State Line Chamber. They held an event last year called the Chamber Games, and this was the field day. My favorite day of all of them. You were on my team, which was Who won the chamber games again this last year?
Ooh, I think it was wasn't EXP.
No, it definitely wasn't EXP. Oh yeah, that's right. It was my team.
It was us. It was us.
It was us. But in this
Significantly, by the way, Ryan, Rydell, we won.
Yeah, see that team in the back, Rycon, yeah, they did not win. So yeah, they lost this event. They lost the entire tournament. It was great. So in this picture, you basically take a glass of water and you pour it behind you. My favorite part of this event, oh no, I'm sorry, it wasn't this event. It was, well, this event, when I was at the back filling up the cup, and then somebody ran up, I don't remember who, but somebody ran up and just soaked me with the bucket of water at the end. And that was the driest, or that was, I never recovered from that. I was drenched the entire rest of the day. But that was
but it was
fun.
nice and warm, so it was okay.
Yeah, it was hot for sure. So great picture. There's John again. We found him right in the middle of the line. And then let's bring up our last picture of this event or this game called Where in the World is John? Because John's not with us right now.
Shout out.
There he is.
Shout out Planet Home Lending, George.
Yep.
This is your company.
Yep.
Actually, your ribbon cutting a couple weeks ago. We were all in attendance. You can see John has the exact same stone cold face that he had in pictures 1 and 3.
Yep.
Right. And then you can see my little forehead next to Ryan Monette there.
Yep. We only see the top of your head in that picture. That's a great one.
I was there though. That's all that matters.
What a blast! What a blast from the past. You know, reconcile or reminiscing, not reconciling. Reminiscing about some fun events that we did.
To our viewers, if you by chance have any photos of John Broda that we do not have, so we can play Where's John Again, please send them to us. Fax them, email, text them, Facebook, however you can get them to us. We would love to see your rendition of Where is John. But really, where is John, right? And here you guys are going to see a photo of where John really is. John is on a cruise with his family, enjoying island time. That man works harder than any other realtor that I know here in town. If you have any realtor needs, trust me, you're going to want John Broda on your side. eXp Realty, Rockstar Realty. He really deserves this vacation. So don't get too mad at him if he doesn't answer for the next week. But John, we miss you. We look forward to our conversation and our podcast next week with you. Me and George really hope you're enjoying your family and your time away. You well deserved.
Yes, sir. So that was a little fun game. Let's shift now and talk about what's going on this coming week here in the state line.
Yeah,
a couple things we wanted to touch on that I know of. So go ahead.
Our beloved Ice Pigs. They couldn't pull it off. They did lose.
They got swept, man.
They got swept last week. It's okay. It happens. The Chicago Wolves are a tough team, man.
They are.
So, but it's very promising. I mean, I'm super excited for next year and to see what they have to bring and have to offer. Not only from the Ice Pigs, but the Blackhawks. The Big House themselves. So
the Ice Hogs are the feeder team for the Blackhawks. I forget who the Wolves are a feeder team for, but they're a feeder team as well for one of the NHL teams. I don't remember.
Is it Vegas?
It could be.
I think it's the Golden Knights.
Could be.
Or it was the Golden Knights at one time.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that. So I'm excited. So obviously today's Tuesday, but when you're watching this, it is going to be Friday. One of my favorite things is back live today, starting tonight, and that is, drum roll,
the Rockford City Market.
That's correct. Rockford City Market is back. It launches. It's every Friday night. from now until probably, I don't know exactly when it goes through, but it definitely goes through the whole summer. And it is just, if you got off early on a Friday, it's gorgeous weather, need something to do, somewhere to go, head downtown Rockford and check it out. They have lots of local vendors, good food. Lots of times there's live music. Pretty much every week they have somebody playing, either acoustic or a band. And
It's from 4 to 8:30 at the City Market Pavilion there.
Yep.
Good places to park. Maybe go down Madison Street, park at the Brew House, park at the Ice House. There on the street. There's always street parking there. Yeah, it's a good time. I haven't been to the City Market in a while. Just sole purpose of having 3 kids. It's always hard to get down there, and working on Fridays and just life in general. Fridays are my family's time to kind of just like relax and be with each other, because every other night of the week is so busy. So maybe actually we'll get down there this year. Maybe go 2 or 3 times.
I highly recommend it. It's absolutely a blast. Every time I go, I have a great time.
See, my problem though is when I go, I drink too much.
No.
And when you have little kids, you got to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Like, the kids don't sleep.
Nope.
So whether I go to bed early or I go to bed late or I'm feeling no pain, I still got to get up at 6. So that's a tough one for me. But you know what? Yeah, I am looking forward to City Market. I am looking forward to some of the changes that the city of Rockford has put in place for the City Market. Hopefully more vendors will get out there, more food trucks, more local areas, whether to sell their merchandise or beer or, whatever they have to offer. I really want Rockford to succeed. I think this is on the right path to have Rockford succeed. So I think it's good for us, and it's really the first year, right? 2022 post COVID. Really, there's still kind of some COVID stuff last year going on, and things within the state of Illinois. So really, everything this summer that we're gonna come about is really post COVID and able to go back to life what it was.
Yeah, for sure. The Rockford City Market's one. Another event that I'm really excited about that's this weekend. It starts tomorrow. It starts Saturday. Is Brews on First Beer Fest.
Ooh, Brews on First Beer Fest. Yeah, I have actually a group of friends. My buddy Garrett and his girlfriend Danielle, born on the same day, March 19th. Or not March 19th, May 19th. May 19th. Okay. And so they're going to Brews on First Beer Fest at the Rivet Stadium on Saturday. So they're looking forward to that. I've personally never been. It's from 6 to 10 p.m. It looks like they just have a bunch of different beer vendors out on the field and on the concourse, and it's just a giant brew fest outside. I know this isn't their first year doing it. I think they've done it for 2 or 3 years now. So I know they're looking forward to it a lot.
That's awesome.
Are you going to be able to go?
Maybe. This weekend is a dicey weekend because my wife is going with her sister-in-law, doing a mom's weekend away. They're going downtown Chicago. I set them up at a hotel that's right across the street from Wrigley. They're super excited. I'm having a little mom's weekend. So this weekend I have the kids, and I'm going to try to find a way to keep them entertained. It's going to be difficult to justify taking them to a beer fest. But
it's a good place. It's a good place in the summertime to take you, and even in the winter time. And it's fairly cheap. My family, we just got a season pass to the Discovery Center for the family. It was $100. $100 for the family for the whole year.
Yep. Yeah.
So you got the indoor, upstairs, downstairs, and they got that really awesome playground in the back with the sand and the water tables and all the water sports for the kids. That's a great place. If you're looking for a place to take your kids and some of their friends and you don't know what to do, I'm telling you, it's a pretty awesome place. And the playground's pretty secluded too. So it's not like they can run out of the playground or the water area and
Yep.
go off into the river.
Yeah, my kids went there.
You have a
My
season
daughter,
pass?
we had it for 2 years. And then once, I want to say we had it the year of COVID. 2020 is the last year. And then we kind of let it go, but we still go. My daughter actually this last weekend, she had her birthday party, like her kid party. So she invited a couple of her friends, and we took them to Discovery Center, and they were there the weekend before that. So yeah, we've probably been a handful of times so far this year alone. So we definitely went.
And for $100 for the family, I mean, you go twice, it pays for itself right there.
Yep, that's a good spot for sure. See,
but
I haven't decided yet.
What are you gonna say?
I said I haven't decided yet what to do this weekend with the kids, but definitely we're gonna do something fun. Mom's
you could do if you wanted. There's a huge event happening at the BMO Harris Bank Center Saturday night.
Which is?
You know what that is? It's the WWE Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah, WWE. Yeah, no. My kid.
You don't want your daughters to learn to climb up on top of the bed, fly off.
Yeah,
do some pinning. I mean,
no. That's a hard pass for this household this weekend. But
I feel like your girls would actually learn those moves and like do them. They're fearless. Huh?
We've already had a broken arm. We already had stitches a couple weeks ago. I think I'm good. No, not broken arm, broken leg. That was fun. My daughter broke her leg. She fell on her bike. Yeesh. That was a miserable summer for her.
Oh yeah. But if you that are listening, WWE Saturday Night Live main event is coming to the BMO Harris Bank Center on Saturday, 21st, 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. I'm not sure if there's still tickets available. I'm sure if you call the Ticket Master ticket box down there at the BMO, they'll be able to hook you up with tickets. So go support that. It's Rockford's way of trying to get some different acts in town. I know they come maybe once a year or once every other year. But for you people that enjoy that stuff, go check it out. Give us some feedback.
I mean, what a weekend. It's not even like, so the official summer, everybody always talks about, summer officially kicks off Memorial Day weekend. You go Memorial Day to Labor Day. But I mean, what a weekend. You got Beer Fest, you've got City Market, you've got WWE in town, Discovery Center, so much that you could do on any given weekend in this town. It's pretty encouraging.
Yeah.
And so you got any big plans for next weekend? For the big holiday weekend?
This coming weekend, my 7-year-old is now playing travel baseball for the Rockford Baseball Academy. We have our first tournament of the year. We're pretty excited out there in Elgin. So we're tied up pretty much all weekend with baseball. But then with the holiday weekend, it was crazy. Me and my wife, we're talking about taking the five of us and the family out, maybe go up to, middle or northern Wisconsin, rent a lake house, something just us, no one else, kind of just get away, seclude us for a couple of days. But holy cow, it's outrageous.
You got to do Airbnb.
I tried. Airbnb, the pricing was just outrageous for some of these. Well, the worst part is you're looking at $200 a night, which isn't that bad. But then you got all the fees tacked onto it, and the fees cost just as much as the room did per night. And for a small family of 5, which 2 of them are under 2, right? So they don't really know what's going on. They almost price gouge you out of the ballpark, and you can't go. So
I had an excellent experience. So John, myself, and my brother-in-law, the 3 couples, so 6 of us went. We did Airbnb, 3-4 weeks ago now, out in Galena.
Yep.
Amazing. The place was absolutely amazing. Recommend it to anyone.
Oh yeah, I've used
Airbnb's
Airbnb multiple times. Oh yeah, they're a great company. I got nothing bad to say about them.
Just expensive right now.
Yeah, but that's also everything in America. Everything's expensive, as you can see.
Isn't that? Yeah, that's the topic of conversation. Inflation. Right now, that is the big thing that everybody's feeling right now. the pinch, and even like travel, airline tickets are up, everything. So it's a good thing I've got most of my travel booked and ready to
You
go
know
for
what we
this
messed
year.
up on is we didn't book all of our trips during COVID.
Yeah, that's when it was cheap.
If they would have
Yeah.
let us go out 5 years, we should have booked all of our flights for the next 5 years, right?
You can usually do flights about 11 months in advance.
Yeah.
And most hotel programs like 13 months. But yeah, we booked last year all of our trips for this year. And
Speaking
I
of
am
travel,
so thankful that we did.
aren't you going to like Europe for a concert?
I am. Yep. We're leaving the end of June. We're going for a long weekend in London. So it's funny story. So we were sitting around in our living room, and the kids played. This was back, I don't remember exactly when, but several months ago. And the kids put on the new Ed Sheeran album, just came out, and he just dropped his new album. I forget what it's called, this new one, but I think it was called Equals. It's all about the math. Like, one was divide, one was multiply, and this album's called Equals. And it is just a phenomenal album. I mean, I tell you what, like, as far as music's concerned, Ed Sheeran does not make a bad song. Everything he touches is amazing. But so we were listening to the album, and I just Googled, it'd been fun. The kids are getting older. My one daughter's now 11, the other one's 8. So by this summer, it would have been fun to go see Ed Sheeran. So I Googled, went to his website and saw, and I'm like, he's just not performing in the States at all this whole year. They're not one concert in the US. So the closest thing I found that sounded like interesting was London. So I just said to my wife, I'm like, you guys want to go to London to see Ed Sheeran? And she's like, sure. So we're going. We fly out on Thursday on I think it's like 28th, 29th of June, Thursday. We land Friday in London. The concert's Friday night. And then we're gonna do, like, my daughter and wife are obsessed with Harry Potter right now, so we're gonna do the Harry Potter tour on Saturday. Probably my other daughter Emma, she did a book report on, like, the royal family in England and London, so we're gonna go see that on Sunday, and then we fly back Monday. It's just a nice long weekend. Go to the next
I go on a
concert.
trip that same weekend.
Are you really?
Yeah, mine's a little different though. So I played college baseball, and I had the privilege of traveling all over the United States, meeting a lot of people playing baseball, right?
Sure.
One of my college buddies is getting married. Evan Carr lives in upstate New York, Buffalo area, right? Never been in New York in my life. So we get an invite to this wedding. And I look at my wife and say, you want to go? And she goes, I do, but it's no kids. It's just, it's just us. And with the baby, it's really tough to travel right now. We were to fly, it was going to cost like $2,000 for the whole family to fly. So I was talking to another college buddy, Dalton, and he goes, man, me and my wife just went to Florida. We're not trying to go on another trip. We got our flight canceled 3 times, blah, blah. So we said, all right, when's if us guys go to the wedding? And our wives are like, go. Nice. So Wednesday night, Dalton lives in Minneapolis. He works for the University of Minnesota. He's driving down to Rockford. We're going to leave my house at 1 a.m. Thursday. We're driving 8 hours straight to Pittsburgh. The Cubs and the Pirates are playing at 12:35. Tony Torby, his brother, hooked us up with some tickets to the Cubs Pirates game. So we're going to the Cubs Pirates game Thursday. Got a hotel right across the street from the stadium. Staying there Thursday night. Next morning we're gonna wake up, drive up to Buffalo, hang out in Buffalo, go to the wedding Saturday, and then haul like 15 hours or whatever it is, some astronomical time, right? Back on Sunday.
My gosh.
Quick trip, lots of miles.
That's bless my
wife. Bless my wife's soul for allowing me to go on another guy's trip. I couldn't do it without her. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of windshield time.
Yeah.
But when you're with some of your old buds from college, and when you travel to the United States, you're used to it. It brings back old times. So we're super excited about it. I'm really pumped. But yeah, that same weekend we're going to upstate New York for a wedding.
Got it.
But yeah, I mean, Memorial Day weekend's coming up. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of events. We'll probably discuss and hit on those next week. I know it's raining right now, but we're getting the pool open, so that's exciting. It has a pool open for the summer. Anything else you got?
Yeah, not really. It's kind of it's not the same without John, but I think we did all right. We highlighted some of the great things happening around here this week. It's going to be an excellent weekend. I just hope that it doesn't rain all weekend. It was supposed to rain this past weekend, the entire weekend, and it didn't rain.
Didn't rain once. You're right.
Yeah, so I would love for Mother Nature to pull another one out of her bag and leave us another great weekend this next weekend. So like I said, you guys are going to be seeing this on Friday when it drops live, and City Market Friday night, Beer Fest on Saturday, WWE if that's your thing. And I think that pretty much wraps up what we got for you this week.
Just like John always say, hey, below, share, like, repost, however you want to do it. Text it to your family members, text it to your friends. We're trying to get our name out there. We're everything Rockford. We hope you enjoy our channel. Once again, Josh, George, minus John this week. But hey, repping the state line, baby.
Yep, repping the state line. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.